everybody, Reaper Girl here. Today I am bringing you the ABCs of disturbing horror. Each movie that I talk about, I have seen more than once or just once. And keep in mind, these movies are considered disturbing one way or the other. And please forgive me if I mispronounce any directors' names. I am so sorry. And in that mind, let's begin. A is for Antichrist. It came out in 2009. The director is Lars von Trier. It is about a psychiatrist and his wife who loses a son, goes to their remote cabin to help each other grieve and reconcile their marriage. B is for Blood Feast. It came out in 1963. The director is Herschel Gordon Lewis, and it's about a caterer who worships this goddess named Ashtar, who he is trying to perform a ritual called the Blood Feast. And this movie is the very first ever gore film. C is for Cannibal Holocaust. It came out in 1980. The director is Rodrigo de Toro. It is about these people who goes to the Amazon looking for these missing film crew who was documenting this cannibalistic tribe in the Amazon. D is for The Devils. It came out in 1971. The director is Ken Russell, and it is about this Catholic priest in the 15th or 16th century who is put on trial for worshiping Satan and corrupting his nuns. E is for Eden Lake. It came out in 2008. The director is James Watkins, and it is about this couple who goes to this quarry trying for some little relaxation and gets tormented by these teenagers. F is for Funny Games. There is two films with this name that came out in 1997 and 2007, and they're both directed by the same director, Michael Haneke. And it is about this family who goes to their vacation home and gets tied up and tormented by these two guys. And these two movies are like from shot to shot the same. It doesn't matter if you watch the original or the 2007 remake. It is shot for shot same. It's just one is in English and the other one is not. G is for Funny Game. The Green Inferno. Sorry about that. It came out in 2013. Its director is Eli Roth, and we know who Eli Roth is. It is about these college students who goes to the Amazon, part of the Amazon, which is called the Green Inferno, to stop the bulldozing of the trees, and they get kidnapped by these cannibalistic tribe. H is for The House That Jack Built. It came out in 2018, and its director is Lars von Trier, who I mentioned in the beginning. This movie is basically about the serial killer and his experience on his killing spree. I is for I Split on Your Grave. It came out in 1978, and its director is Mir Zarchi. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. It's basically about this woman who gets raped, if you know what rape is, and tortured by these men while she was in her vacation home, and she takes revenge out on every single one of them. K is for Kidnapped. It came out in 2010, and its director is Miguel Angel Villas. Excuse me if I mispronounced that name too. It's basically about what it's about. It's about a family who gets kidnapped. L is for The Last House on the Left, which came out in 1973, and its director is Wes Craven. Well, we know who Wes Craven is. This was his very first movie ever made, by the way. And it's about these two girls who was going to go to a concert, and then they get kidnapped by these people who raped and tortured them. M is for Megan is Missing, which came out in 2011, and it's directed by Michael Goy. This movie is something else. It's about this girl named Megan who goes missing, and one of her friends who tries to figure out where she's gone and who has taken her. N is for Natural Born Killers, which came out in 1994, and its director is Oliver Stone. This movie is basically a acid trip version of Bonnie and Clyde. I mean, it's about this couple who are criminals and they're serial killers, and basically is their journey. O is for Old Boy, which came out in 2003, and its director is Park Chan-wook. Basically, this movie is about this guy who gets kidnapped in this room for 15 years, and then mysteriously is released, and he found himself trying to figure out who kidnapped him and see if his daughter is okay. This movie is an awesome movie. P is for The Poughkeepsie Tapes. This movie came out in 2007, and its director is John Eric Doyle. This movie looks so realistic. I mean, it would make you think it is real. Basically, the Poughkeepsie Tapes is basically you're seeing tapes that was left by this serial killer, and we see what he recorded throughout all these years. Q is for Quarantine, which came out in 2008, and its director is John Eric Doyle, who directed the Poughkeepsie Tapes. This is a American version of a Spanish film called Red. I just had to put the American for the Q. Basically, it's about this reporter who follows these firefighters into this apartment building, and they get trapped, and every resident in this apartment building is infected with this uh, virus, and they start attacking people. R is for Raw. It came out in 2016, and its director is Julia Ducournau. Excuse me if I mispronounce that last name. This French movie is something else. Basically, it's about this girl who is a vegetarian who goes to college to be a veterinarian, and she is hazed to eat rabbit kidney, and then she gets the urge to be a cannibal. S is for The Sadness, which came out in 2021. Its director is Rob Jabaz. Excuse me if I mispronounced that too. Uh, Basically, this movie is about this virus that makes people go insane, and yeah, it is a very violent and bloody movie. T is for Trauma, which came out in 2017, and its director is Lucio A. Rojas. It is about these group of women who is attacked by these two men, and then they take revenge out on these guys. I'll let you know the first couple seconds it is very disturbing. It is totally messed up. So yeah. U is for Under the Skin. It came out in 2013, and its director is Jonathan Glazer. Basically, this movie is about this alien who takes the form of a woman, and she seduces hitchhikers and takes them back into her ship. V is for Vile, which came out in 2011, and its director is Taylor Sheridan. It's about these group of friends who's kidnapped into this house, and they are forced to inflict pain on each other, and whoever can basically endure the most pain can get out. It's very messed up. W is for The Woman, which came out in 2011, and its director is Lucky McKee. Basically, The Woman is a sequel to an original movie called The Offspring. Basically, it's about this guy who finds this feral woman in the woods while he went hunting. He kidnaps her and tries to humanize her, civilize her, basically, and it goes all kinds of wrong. X is for X, which came out in 2022, and its director is Ty West. This movie is actually pretty good. It's basically about it's in the 60s, that it's about these corn group. YouTube, I gotta say corn. instead of corn, put P instead of C. Who goes into this farmhouse to make their corn movie, and it goes all kinds of wrong. I mean, all kinds of wrong. Y is for You're Next, which came out in 2011, and its director is Adam Wingard. This movie is pretty good. It gives a whole twist to Home Intruders. It's about this family who's meeting one of the son's new girlfriend, and these intruders tries to take them out one by one. Z is for Zombie, which came out in 1979, and its director is Lucio Fulci. Basically, this movie is about these people who tries to find this missing woman's dad, who's a scientist on this tropical island, and he is trying to find a cure for this infection that bringing the dead back to life. So here we are at the end. I hope you enjoyed my video, and please, sorry for all the little mess-ups. I am so sorry. I'm trying to get used to doing videos. So I hope you enjoy it. Give it a subscribe if you're not subscribed. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment of what is your favorite disturbing horror movie, or regular disturbing movie like a thriller or drama. Until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day, and bye.